What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Napoli Central. Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't been here before, this is an all Napoli channel. As I said before, I'm wearing a Napoli kit. There's Napoli stuff behind me. We're finally back to somewhat of my usual setup. I'm still changing a few things. I got my desk now in the room. I might change things up, but for now, we'll stick to this. It's better than me just holding the camera up to my face. So if you're a Napoli fan, and even if you're not, you want to be in tune with what Napoli is doing, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 500, and I really do appreciate all you guys' help as we go. Like the video as well. Bringing you some news today. I told you I wanted to be on top of it, and Napoli really didn't do anything in the transfer window, and all the transfer rumors were just kind of rumors. There's nothing really near a deal, so I didn't really figure, make a video about it. But this one is probably the biggest news. Even though the transfer window is over for Italy, but it's not over for the Chinese Super League. And we learned that after the game against Sampdoria, which Hamsik played pretty well in, that it might have been his last game with Napoli, and that he was moving to the Chinese Super League for the club Dalian. Hopefully that's how you say it. Di Marzio reported that the deal was for 15 million euros. I also saw a number of 18 and then 2 million add-ons. So 2 plus 15, we either get a 17 million deal or a 20 million euro deal. So somewhat between that range. Let's just say between 15 and 20 million. And Hamsik was going to make 9 million in China per season, which is great. Great for him at an older stage in his career, past his prime probably. Go to the Chinese Super League, make that money, support your family, because 27 million, he had a 3-year deal, so 27 million, 9 times 3, 27. Let's do simple math. 27 million in 3 seasons is probably more than he'd made his whole career in Napoli. And the Chinese Super League is able to pay that. Napoli wasn't always able to pay that, and they still don't pay anyone above, I think, 6. So good for him to go and wanting to do that. But now we get the information that from Di Marzio and Sky again, that the deal is actually on hold. It's on hold. It's suspended right now. I don't know if this means that he's going to stick the whole rest of the season. Chinese Super League window is open till, I think, the end of February. So he very well still could go if they resolve the situation. Or he might stick with Napoli till June and then leave in the summer. And the reason why it's on hold now is because the initial agreement was a one-time agreement, a full payment of that 15 or 18 million, whatever it was. And Hamsik would go there. But apparently, now there's the Chinese club, Dalian, tried to apparently want to do a loan with obligation to buy, and Napoli wasn't having that. Now, De Laurentiis is already getting hate for all this, and I'm not one of those to, kiss up and whatever. I don't defend him in every situation, because I do get frustrated too with it sometimes when we don't get a player that we should be getting. But I don't see what he did wrong here. I understand Hamsik wants to go to China. I'm sure because he accepted the move. His head might be in China. He might have wanted to go there. He wants to make that money for his family, have an easier time now in this stage of his career. He gave 12 years to the club, most goals, most appearances. He gave everything he had to this club. I understand that. But as a businessman like De Laurentiis, business is business, right? If you agreed with a club that a certain way of payment was to be done for this deal, certain details, certain agreements have been made for the deal, why shouldn't they be carried through? Napoli deserves, if they agreed to it, to the one-time payment, to get the one-time payment. There's no need for a change of it. If you go on loan with obligation to buy, I think Napoli gets the money later on, or whatever the case may be. Whatever the reasoning for the motive for them wanting the money all up front now, I don't know. I'm not in the Napoli headquarters. I don't know that. But if the agreement was for a one-time payment, I don't see why De Laurentiis is wrong for doing that. Hamsik wants to be happy, of course, and I'm sure he wants Hamsik to be happy. But if business is business, if a club makes a deal, why should the deal be violated? You know what I mean? That's where I'm coming from with this situation. And I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure Hamsik still wants to go to China, make that move. But hopefully, if he stays the next 3 months or so, he wants to be here. He wants to give the last couple months to the team. And then he can go in the summer. And even if it does get resolved in this month, I'm happy for Hamsik. He gave, like I said, his heart to the club. We won a Supercoppa with him. We won, I think, a couple Coppa Italias. But, we didn't get that Scudetto for him, and that's what sucks the most. But hopefully, he gets this move for his sake. But like I said, I also see the other side of why Napoli would hold on to put a hold on this deal, and why it's not been done already. Because I just don't think it's fair for terms to be violated if it had been agreed upon. That's all I'm saying. But we'll see where it happens. Where it goes. Like I said, I'll be on top of this. That's all the news I saw up till now. I'm kind of making this video prior to anything else coming out. So if you're a Napoli fan, like I said, or if you're just tuning into this video, let me know what your thoughts are below. If you're on Napoli's side, if you're happy Hamsik is staying, of course I'm happy I get to see Il Capitano for a couple more months. It's nothing to be worried about or upset about, honestly. It's just that if you're thinking about the player, of course, you want to see him happy, and hopefully he will be regardless of what happens, and hopefully he eventually gets the move he wanted. So subscribe if you haven't already, guys. Let's try to hit 500. I'll be back this weekend with a review of the Fiorentina match, and we'll see you then. Forza Napoli sempre. Ciao.